All right, so the strap is going just off to the side. We're not using it right away. Today we're focusing on chakra 3, which is in Sanskrit known as Manipura. Let's pick up our block, place it between the knees and the thighs. Get ready. You know, we're getting down to business when I gotta zip myself up. All right, so we'll web out our toes. Show us how it's done for you. All right. Open up the palms of the hands. Press the shoulders down. So already we're beginning to activate the energies of the core. When we are standing, core support, or that energy in chakra 3, begins in the arches of the feet. Spreading the toes like a duck. Try to press all of the toes down into the mat and only lift your big toe. This is gonna seem strange for some of you. Ooh, look at that, looking good. All right, press the toe down. Take that to your next holiday get together with the grandkids. That's what I can do. All right, press the shoulders towards the hips. So we're tightening the muscles on the side of the waist, in the back of the waist, and on the count of 3, act surprised. 1, 2, 3. Pulling in the front of the navel and the spine. So the navel comes in and it pulls up. It's a different core activation than sucking your stomach in to look thin, right? It's different. It's different. It's in, and then imagine there's behind your navel, imagine there's an energy that pulls up under your ribs. So it's not just in, it's up. And notice when you do that, how it lifts the rib cage and chest, and it drops the shoulders back more. So we're opening up that energy in chakra 3. Soften through the knees. As we inhale, let's sweep the arms overhead. Breathe in through the nose. And then exhale, press the palms back. Reach back big, small, exaggerated back bend. Inhale, arms come up. Open the palms, palms forward, push back, and exhale. Let's practice that with the breath, in through the nose, exhale from the throat. Big sigh of relief. 3 more. Inhale, keep spreading the toes, exhale. Inhale up, exhale back. Just 1 more. Big inhale. And exhale back. Let's inhale only the left arm up. Taking your left arm back, up, and around. We can look up, straight ahead, or over the right shoulder. Let's make sure that the neck and head, and even the jaw, are comfortable before you progress the stretch. As you inhale, think of lifting from your left rib. Breathe in, pull the rib away from the waist, and keep lifting straight up. Rotate the palm of the hand as if you're going to unscrew a light bulb, and then press in and hold it still. Thumb back, palm press other way. There you go. Inhale, reach. Shift into the outer edge of your left foot, and now try to bend your right knee, tiny bit, and then lean over. Inhale, pull out of your rib again, big breath in, and now exhale, come to center, and let the left arm come down. Inhaling, right arm back, up, and around. Let's check in with the neck first. We can look up, ahead, or over. We can do it different from left to right. Sometimes it feels like it hurts on one side versus the other. You don't have to do the same thing on both sides. Rotate your hand as if you're screwing in a light bulb. Hold it there. Breathe into the upper right lung. Lift up your rib and lift up your armpit. Shift the weight over into the outside of the right foot. Bend the left knee just a little bit so that it pushes that energy up into the waist. And now inhale again into the upper right thigh. Press the palm over just a little bit, and hopefully we're opening up through the rib cage a little more. From here, come to center. Let's take the hand back and around, looking at our feet and our knees. Let's see that the knees, the ankles are the same distance apart. What is more common for women is that we will have our feet open or wide while the knees are pressing in. So most of the time for us as women, we'll want to focus on having a more narrow stance. Spread the toes out again, shoulders back, inhaling arms overhead. Palms forward, exhale back and around again. Let's bring the palms up, pull the shoulders back, sit the hips back nice and slow, keeping the head and chest lifted, chair pose. Hands come down onto the thighs, straightening out the legs so that we tilt the hips back with a flat back. From here, bend the elbows out to the side and slowly begin to lower. Big exhale from the throat. Softening the jaw and hopefully connecting to a softness in the spine and the low back. Let's all shake our head yes. Let the head hang like a rag doll. Turn the head left and right. Let the breath go with the mouth open again. Bend the knees. Bring the hands up onto the thighs and come to standing. Let's move through that just a little faster. Relax your jaw. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, hands to thighs, straighten the legs. Exhale, drop low, shake it out. This time, maybe let the hands hang loose towards the floor. If it doesn't feel supportive to your back, put the hands on your shins. Let's shake the head yes. And again, turn it left and right. Exhale from the throat. Soften the knees, walk the hands to the thighs, and let's come to standing. Let's do that a couple more times. Finding the breath, big exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold forward. Let's change it up. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hold it in place. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, press the palms to the heart. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, circle back. Inhale, shoulders pull back. Exhale, chair. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, stay in place. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palm press, exhale, relax. One more time through. Inhale, circle. Exhale, around. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hold it in place. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, palm press to center. Holding it here, shifting into the left foot. Let's lift our right toe. Soft through the knees. Drag the right heel back, coming into an expression of flamingo. Option to keep the toe on the floor behind us. Concentrating more on the weight shifting mostly into the left foot. less on lifting the foot. Standing tall, inhale. And exhale, keep squeezing the knees in towards each other. The muscles that we're using from the knees to the inner thighs, pull up through the pelvis and the core. Let's relax the right foot down, find your center. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale in place, shoulders back. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palm press to center. Shifting our weight over into the right foot. Wiggle the toes. Lift the left toes. Knees are soft. Dragging the left foot back. Option to keep the foot on the floor or to lift the foot. Standing tall, engaging the inner thighs, navel in and up. Pull the muscles up in the pelvic floor. The same muscles used to support the bladder, pulling up. Remember to relax the jaw. I see all of you. See everybody. From here, relax the foot. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, circle back. Inhale, shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hold in place. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palm press. Let's take the block to the top of our mat, keeping it in the most upright position. Let's make sure that we are very close to the yoga block. From here, let's slide our left foot back, a very casual stride. Pushing down into the left heel, pressing into the inner blades of the feet. Let's check in and make sure that we can bend both knees. We want to bend the back knee for this one. Inhaling, both arms coming up and overhead. Exhale, slowly twist towards the right. Opening up your arms like a T. Push your right hip forward while your right shoulder goes back. Hold it right there. This is the movement we're doing, okay? Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. I could do it with more enthusiasm, but it's not karaoke, it's yoga. Okay, so it is a twisting action. The more we pull back with the right shoulder, the more we're going to think about balancing by pressing forward with the right hip. Did it help a little bit? Right, do the twist.
You were too young to know that.
You know what it was? It was probably because I was in choir for so many years. Being in music exposes you to like genres and decades of music. It's great. All right, from here, take your right hand, palm facing back, thumb down. Let's take the right hand into the low back. Lift the left arm straight up. So we have a twisted, reversed warrior. Look back over your right shoulder, keeping both knees bent. If you want, you can straighten the left leg. Continue to bend and lunge that right knee forward. Breathe into the upper left lung. Act like you're holding on to 1,000 helium balloons. Big inhale. Open up. Nice. Exhale. Keep pushing hard into the left foot while you lift the left arm. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. One more. Big breath in and exhale. From here, let's slowly lower our left hand onto the right thigh. You can keep both knees bent or left leg straight, right knee bent. Keep the right knee bent. That's the main thing to keep in mind. As we inhale, let's draw the right shoulder back a little more. And then look up and over that right shoulder. Holding it here. Left hand is secure on the right thigh. We are already in a twisting pyramid expression. If you want to experiment with this pose a little bit, try straightening both legs and notice how it feels. I saw it. I saw some of you go, ooh, different. All right, now keeping the heart and chest lifted, we can slide the hand past the knee onto your shin. If you start to notice that your body is quivering a little bit, or maybe even losing balance, that is a really natural response to this movement. There's a lot going on here. So taking a breath, big inhale, checking in with the body's response, perhaps affirming we are supported, we are strong, we're in a safe place. If you want, take your right hand away from the back and reach it straight up to the sky, holding on to 100 helium balloons now with the right hand. We are in revolved triangle. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, hold the length in the spine. One more big breath in. And exhale, bend the right knee. Both hands coming around onto the front leg. We have our yoga block right here in front of us. We can reach towards that block. It can be a fingertip-like touch. I would only put my full weight into the block if I'm directly over the block in a straight line. So that's a safety precaution. If you push from an angle, that's gonna increase our risk of falling over. So make sure you're directly over the block. You're using it with all of your body weight. Let's bend our right knee, bend the left knee, peel up your left heel. All right, brace the body. Act like your arms are gonna be like a kickstand on a bicycle. Bye, Hilda, have a great day. See you next week. Okay. From here, option to roll onto your tippy toe of that left leg. And then maybe hover the foot. And just notice the sensations that may be revealing themselves in your right leg. Interesting sensations. Code word.
Code
phrase.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're calling pain now? Interesting sensations. Now, it's not meant to be painful, although sometimes it might create a cramp in your outer hip. That's really common. You should notice a little bit of wobbliness in this. It is meant to be a stabilization, strength, and balance challenge. Taking a big breath. Exhale, relax your jaw. We want tension. We want a healthy tension. Relax the jaw and let's release any of those unhealthy tensions from the hip. When you're ready, lower the left foot down. Feet are beside each other. Let's walk our hands up to the thighs, come to standing, and shake it off. Woo! Did anybody feel it? Yes. Okay, good. Yeah. It's not like it, like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
When Margaret did it, it's everywhere. Okay, so let's get close to the block. Another trick for this one is to bring your feet in closer than pelvis width. So they're almost touching. Let's slide our right foot back this time, straight back. For me, the distance between my big toe and my heel, it's probably less. It's less than the length of a dollar bill. My feet are very close together for this. I'm bending both knees because I know when I bend both knees, I have a little more comfort in my low back. You can straighten your right leg. It will put more pressure on your low back. From here, let's inhale. Both arms come straight up. Exhale, twist towards the left. Push your left hip forward. And again, it's that chubby checker twisting action. Or if you've ever seen the movie Selena, it's the washing machine. Push, 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 push. Good. Looking over the left shoulder, continue to bend the left knee. Keep pushing down hard into the right heel. Maybe the right knee is bent, maybe the right leg is straight. Inhale into that upper left lung and pull back. Lower the left hand to your low back. And now inhale, right arm straight up to the sky. Let's look back and over the left shoulder. Looking back over the shoulder is gentler on your neck. It could be more of a balance challenge. Breathe into the upper right lung. Big inhale. Reach, 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 and keep pressing hard into the right foot. 2 more big inhales. Big breath in. Upper right lung. Exhale. Keep pushing that left hip forward. Left shoulder back. 1 more big inhale. And exhale. Let's take our hand forward and bring it down onto the thigh. Keeping the left knee bent. Very important, keep that left knee bent. Inhaling, drawing the left shoulder back. Right leg may go straight at this time. Continue to push into the inner blades of the feet. Pull the muscles up in the pelvic floor. This is known as Mula Bandha, the root block. Breathe into that upper left lung. Option to straighten the left leg now. Keeping a softness in the knee joints. So you can have both legs straight, one leg straight. Any combination of a bent knee and straight leg you can experiment with. If you want, slide the right hand past the left knee and rest the right hand on your left shin. We're avoiding any pressure on the kneecap. Right hand on the left shin. When you're ready, lift your left arm away from your back, left arm straight up towards the sky. Breathe into the upper left lung. Keep pressing into the inner blades of your feet. Okay, remember that trick? Spread your toes. Try to lift just your big toe. Let's check in to see if the inner arches of the feet are active, connecting to the core. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower both hands down. Let's find our block, placing hands on the block, bending both knees, coming down into a supported squat. We're shifting forward. Peel up the back heel just a little bit. We're going to move with just the smallest increments of change so that we give our body plenty of time to interpret these different feelings for balance. And that will give our body time to recruit the necessary muscles. Already we might be feeling a change in the left hip. That's very common. Notice for yourself if you're able to breathe through those sensations, letting go of any judgment of that sensation as pain. It's probably just a muscle getting tight, trying to support us. Let's lift up our right heel a little more, maybe onto the tippy toes of the right foot. Lots of support on the left side of the body now. Spread out the toes. You could try that little trick again of lifting just the big toe, pushing the ball of the foot into the floor on the left leg. Option to lift the right leg off the floor. So it's a little bit like flamingo, which we practiced earlier. Let's find the breath. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale from the throat, letting the breath drag out any of the unhealthy tension that could be pent up in the hips and back. Inhale, bigger exhale. Again. When you're ready, both feet come down to neutral. Let's reverse swan dive, coming up. Exhale, relax. And then shake it all off. All right, how's it feeling on the hips? Good, okay. Let's do one standing stretch before we come down to the floor. I'm gonna turn away from everyone for this stretch because the left and the right can get a little confusing for me to teach it, here teaching. So as we turn around, we're taking our heels together and our toes out. Hands on the waist and hip for balance. Let's bend the knees a little bit. Flip the hips back to promote a neutral spine. Let's lift our left heel and slide it just behind your right heel. My left toe is grazing against my right heel. Keep bending both knees. Straighten the left leg. Keeping the right knee bent. Let's lengthen through the spine, standing tall. Inhaling, taking the left arm out. Let's take our fingertips to the shoulder. Step one, fingertips to shoulder. Inhale, pull up and lean over to the right. Next step, on the inhale, reach out of your armpit and lift. Keep straightening the left leg and bending the right knee. Looking up, straight ahead, or over the right shoulder. Breathe into your upper left lung. At the top of the breath, reach a little more. We're using the expansion of the lung with the breath to accentuate the length in our spine. One more big breath. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Let's bend both knees, come to center, nice and slow. And now bring the foot around and shake it off. How was it?
Tough.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's just different. Yeah. Okay, let's do the other side. Bend the knees, hands to the waist, flip the hips back, lift the right heel, sweep it around, straighten the right leg, put a lot of the weight in the left foot. And now lift your spine. Good. Inhale, right arm out. Let's pat our shoulder. Breathe in, pull the rib up. Open the armpit. Position the head to a safe place. On the next breath in, extend the right arm. Big breath in. Reaching straight up. The body has a natural urge to kind of go over to the side, which is really pretty, but not what we're doing. Inhale, reaching straight up. At the top of the breath, we can reach a little more at the top of the breath. Big inhale. Taking advantage of the expansion of the lung, taking advantage of the fullness of the breath in the body. Big inhale, one more, big breath in. And now exhale, lower the hand. Bend the right knee. Come to center. And separate the feet. Shake it off. Ooh, IT band stretch. Nice. Let's inhale the arms overhead. Our block is close by. Exhale, swan diving down. Hands coming down onto the block. Let's step one foot back. And bend both knees. From supported lunge, both knees back, sweep the feet around, sit back, and extend the legs in front of you. If you want, go ahead and sit on a blanket or a pillow. I'm creating a larger perch for my hips, and rather than sitting on the edge of the perch, which is something that we practice a lot, today let's sit right on top of that perch, right on top of it. Let's bend both knees and drag the heels in. Take your strap and bring it in. I love her like.
What are we gonna
She's
do?
like, is anyone else wondering what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, we're using both. Block between the knees, strap just under the toe line. So if we had on shoes, if this was a more traditional fitness class, we would put it on the arch of the foot. When you're barefooted, you want it to go over the ball of the foot. So for me, the strap does go under my pinky toe and some of my toes. The main thing is to be sure that you can push the ball of your foot into the strap. Those nerves connect to your low back and to your sciatic nerve. Okay, so here we are with the strap, making sure that the feet are the same distance as the knees. Let's turn our palms up, pull the shoulders back, hold on to that strap for dear life.
Sailing back.
This is good. I just gotta make sure there's nothing behind anyone. If you can just take a glance behind you to make sure you're not too close to a wall, a chair, or another object, because you might roll back. So if you roll back, first of all, congratulate yourself for rolling back, okay? Everyone's body has a tipping point, and your body learns by either getting close to those points or by tipping over. So check behind you, make sure that if you were to go back, you're not going to hit something hard. So I would end up hitting the stage. Just come forward a little bit. Okay, palms are up. We've already practiced this. Shoulders down, navel in and up. 1, 2, 3. Core support. Good. Remember to smile. This is not meant to be hard. It's meant to be fun. Stay curious. When you're ready? When you're ready, drag your heels back. And notice when you drag your heels back, you can catch some air. Yes, Margaret, that's okay, but relax your jaw. Okay. And little lift. Okay. That does. And Gloria has suggested that we also do lion's breath today. Relax your jaw. Okay, ladies, look at your feet. Look at your feet. So if your feet are touching, chances are you're not activating your pelvic floor. Oh no. That's right. Separate your feet. And as soon as you separate your feet, you'll push your knees in more. And then lift. There you go. Why do we want to activate the pelvic floor? Well, first of all, prevention of incontinence, prolapse issues, bladder support. In addition to all of that, healthy gait, preventing falls, strengthening the muscles that run up through your pelvis, through your middle back, through your spine, all the way up your upper back and shoulders. Press the shoulders down. It's not that hard, right?
When will it end?
Breathe into your heart. Big breath. And exhale. Inhale. We've done harder things than this. Big inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now let's try taking the block away. And try keeping the feet and knees at the same distance. Palms up. So we don't have the block as an external resource to squeeze in with the thighs. You're recruiting your own dynamic tension. Imagine the yoga block is there so that you're still pressing in and yet your knees are not touching. Big breath in, navel in and up. 1, 2, 3, surprise. Drag the heels back and lift. It should be harder. It should be harder. It really should be. It's more work. So now we're allowing our body to draw from muscle memory. Relax your jaw. Use the breath to empower your body. Big inhale. Affirmations for the core. I am open. I am open. Now think about what you could be open to. Personalize it. I am open to getting stronger, right? I am open to discovering my own strengths. I'm open to doing different things. I am open to the different feelings that my body reveals when I do these strengthening things. I'm open to smiling while I do hard things. Big inhale and exhale. Let the strap go off to the side.
I know, but.
Rib strength. One of the main things to deteriorate with age, rib strength. And small motor. Let's take the hands on the sides of the thighs or underneath your thighs and knees. Sitting nice and tall. If you want, walk the heels in close and touch the knees together also. Let's pull the toes up. 1, 2, 3, surprise. Okay, drag the heels in and hover. Relax your jaw. Inhale and exhale. Smile.
Sure. Yeah.
Gloria, it's like we signed up for 6 weeks of torture. She's like, inhale and exhale. Good. If you'd like to test the waters, just to see where the core strength is, there's a couple of things we can try. Number 1, take one arm away. Number 2, take the other arm away. Wow, look at this.
Ouch.
Was that an ouch? I think that was an ouch.
Isn't that a yoga?
It totally is an affirmation. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If you want, straighten one leg. Woo! If you want, straighten the other leg. I know, but look, we're doing it. Big inhale, big exhale. Look at that, the look of achievement. Big inhale and exhale. One more, big breath in and exhale. And then relax. Oh my goodness.
Is that
Okay.
supposed to hurt somewhere, like right here?
It's not supposed to hurt. There's supposed to
Oh,
be
that's right.
sensations of strength
Right.
building in your body.
Or interesting feelings, yeah.
Yes, interesting, new and interesting sensations.
This is yellow.
Yeah.
chakra.
This is all yellow, all the yellow chakra. Let's bring the feet in. Let's measure the length of our own foot and make sure that you have that same amount of distance away from the pelvic floor. If the feet get closer, sometimes it can hurt your knees. Let's inhale and lift through the heart, and then exhale, relax forward into butterfly. We've been working so much through the front of the body, through the front of the core. Let's relax the core muscles, stretch through the back of your body. Practice a 3-part breath in the back part of your lungs. The 3-part breath involves filling the bottom of the lung first, then the middle by your rib, and then the top of the lung under your shoulder blades. So as you inhale, instead of filling your belly, you're filling the low back. And then you build the breath up to the sides of the waist and the middle back. Build the breath up under your shoulder blades and behind your heart. Breathing in through the nose or mouth, simply continue to breathe easy. Mindfully, fully filling the lungs from the bottom to the top and empty from the top down. The breath creates a wave-like motion in the body along the sides of the spine, massaging the internal organs, helping to detoxify any stress, any tension with that wave-like motion. Keep the head down and begin to visualize your spine, thinking about all of the tiny bones in the vertebral column that go from your neck all the way down into the low back and hips. Let's focus on the vertebra in the low back. These are the larger bones in the spine. As we begin to slowly sit up, we're stacking the vertebra from the low back up through the middle back, practicing a soft seated roll up. Last of all, we're stacking the bones in the neck up to your head, lifting the chin to neutral. From here, let's bend our knees. If we're on a perch, let's come off of that perch and unroll your mat. Take your knees over to one side. From side lying, we're going onto our backs. Let's draw both knees into the chest, adding in a gentle rock side to side. Knees to chest is also known as Apanasana. The translation is, this is the wind relieving pose. This is one of those poses that some people are scared to do in yoga. Right? There are some people, you know, who refuse to come to yoga because they're afraid that they're going to pass gas. So here's an interesting fact about holding on to gas. Super gassy people who do not pass gas are usually more anxious. Isn't that interesting? Next time you have a friend and they seem all anxious and out of sorts, you say, I know what you need to do, girlfriend. You need heart.
This must be Rolex.
It's a Rolex. It is.
We changed it.
From here, let's come to a still point. Point the toes, straighten the legs. Go ahead and point and flex the feet a few times. Then let's roll out the ankles. Let's press through our heels. Take the feet out wide into a straddle. And with your hands behind your knees or thighs, pull the knee joints down towards your shoulders, finding our dead bug or the happy baby position. You can always rock again side to side. Rocking is sometimes not recommended if we know that there's existing osteoporosis in your low back, spine, or shoulder joints. We are weight bearing right now. It's the weight of our body against the floor. So this on its own, this weight bearing can be beneficial for bone density. When you're ready, come to a still point. Let's slowly bring the knees in close. Keeping our knees bent, we'll flatten our feet onto the floor. Let your feet stay close together. On the next exhale, sway both knees over to the right. Press your left shoulder and left hand down into the floor. Inhaling through center. Both knees sway over to the left. Press your right shoulder and right hand into the floor. Inhaling to center. Hug the knees to the chest one more time. Let's neutralize the low back. Practice hugging the thighs very close into the stomach so that you feel a little bit of pressure in your belly. You might hug a little tighter on the exhale. Release a little bit on the inhale. Appanasana. Sometimes when we do a lot of core work, the core work or the chakra 3 work is a lot of fire work. And a lot of fire work can create a lot of air. So we're trying to make sure that the body is balanced from all of that core work, letting go of any excessive air energy so that we can get more grounded. Let your body move in any natural way. From here, we are moving into final relaxation. Using a belly breath, we continue to ground ourselves, inhaling, feeling as if the stomach expands and rounds out. Exhale, noticing that bit of contraction in the belly, and perhaps even feeling heavy when we exhale. Accentuating that heaviness with a softness. Count the breath, inhaling 1, 2, 3, exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretching out the exhale, feeling heavy and soft. Let's begin to deepen the breath, putting in the smallest bit of effort into the inhale so that we ever so gently begin to awaken the body. Take the cue from the body, from the breath. Noticing any part of the body that maybe seems a little more willing to move around first. Generally in yoga classes, we will recommend that you wiggle your fingers and toes, bend your knees and let the knees sway a little bit. This general sequence is to prevent back injury, but you can really move in any way that you know is safe and comfortable for you. You may want to roll over onto one side and take a couple of breaths. Let's allow any energies in the body that may have shifted, allow them to come into alignment. When you're ready, take your time coming up to easy seated. Let's take our middle fingers and hook them together. Imagine that these are like links in a chain. You're lowering them down in front of your waist and belly button. Let's pull on the middle fingers, like pulling on links in a chain, creating just a little bit of tension there. We might begin to notice that that tension builds all the way up into the shoulders. Even if you don't feel it, it's happening. There's an energy that's starting to circulate through your heart and through your belly. So it's interesting, what I find is most interesting about chakra 3 is the element is fire. That's the element for chakra 3. And fire serves not only as a source of heat, but it is a light source. The belief in energy medicine and in yoga is that this light inside of us pushes through all of these physical layers to project the most authentic expression of your soul onto this plane of consciousness. So that when you have a healthy chakra 3, people are not going to meet your ego, they're going to meet the truest and highest expression of you. And since it is a light source, I always like to think, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Sitting nice and tall, pull on those links in a chain. The energy circulates through your heart. That's no mistake. So we want the soul projection to be that of love. From here, take in a nice big breath and let it go. One more, big inhale and exhale. Let's press the palms together. And from here, we can close together. Namaste.
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 Good work.
Good work.
Thank you.
Strong core. Did anyone else surprise themselves today? We tried that movement before. We tried
Good
jumping
for me,
into
yeah.
it, and it's like, why?